What's that? Doesn't. I don't know. We just sign them out whenever. So you just pick your one and put my number in.
So,
Is that alright?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RuskiWeldFab. Here we are back at the circuit. Back at the circuit, Oulton Park, for round 5 of Time Attack. I will try and make it a little bit more interesting because I know I got some feedback last time that you actually like the format of me talking afterwards. I'll probably do some of it anyways, but I will film bits and pieces, I promise, today. But yeah, the weather is looking promising. I just did a sign on, and let's go and get the car, put the transponder on, and get ready for test session. That's a good one! Well, as promised, doing a bit of filming. Just passed the scrutineering, the car passed with flying colors, so we're ready for racing. We have team member number 1, Eddie. Eddie, say hi. Hi. And then Rob, obviously the integral part of RuskiWeldFab. You've seen him a lot. And Andy, Penguin. So basically, team car number 2 guy and team car number 3 guys here. Gimbal failed, reach. Jesus, what's going on? Alright, so just had the first warm-up session. Overall, it's all okay, but the car is really twitchy. I'm not quite sure why. Could be because the front is wider now, could be because the brand new tires, could be because I increased the camber. I'm not quite sure what's happening, but I almost want to say a bit undrivable. But obviously it's drivable because I actually beat my time, so I did 135 versus 137 last year. But it's twitchy and it's a bit like, whoa, what's happening? So Eddie is just gonna check all the suspension settings and see if anything sort of changed, and even that allows, and see if we can improve and make some tweaks to make it less twitchy. But I suspect because the front is wider than the rear, it's doing that. But overall it's good. So basically, after Rob had a look at the suspension settings, apparently it was like all way off. Like 5 clicks on the rear left, 7 clicks on the rear right, 4 clicks on the front. They were basically all 4 different settings. So we evened everything out with his secret setting. He said, try it, it should be good. But what I want to talk to you about, guys, is this car. Well, not much talk, but Jimmy Broadband, you probably know him, brought his proper race car, the Praga. So what we're gonna do, because you know how I do those side-by-side videos. I already spoke with Jimmy, and he said, yeah, cool, we'll basically do a side-by-side lap. A real fast car versus... Guys, I've just noticed this Praga thing actually has a Renault engine. Look at this. It's F4R. So yeah, even race cars have. Alright, so I'm ready to go for second warm-up or test or whatever.
We need to put the bonnet on.
Yeah.
Put your helmet on.
You did some changes on the suspension. Tell me. So I have the record of it.
We made the rear a lot softer and balanced because all the settings was wrong. So we've changed all the settings now, and hopefully it should be good. It works. Hopefully it'll work.
Yeah, hopefully it'll work. Just go out and test, and that's why we have those 2 sessions. That's effectively for those sort of reasons. So we test and test and test, and now we push in qualifying. so this was a second warm-up session, and I'm happy to report that it stayed in one piece. The cooling temperatures are still climbing quite rapidly if you push it for more than 2 laps, but better than it was before. And also I've bettered my time again, so we're at the 1:34.2 or 3 or something like that, so another second shaved off, and I think it has a bit more potential in it. It's getting hot, it's getting sort of, well, the sunshine and everything, so yeah, overall is good, and all the changes that Eddie did, they seem to be working well.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Eddie. The car is more stable. It's still a bit twitchy on the straight, but I think it's mainly because of the camber. It's a little bit too much, 3 degrees, even though some people are saying I need to go 3.5, 4, and some people are suggesting I need to go back to 2. Last thing I want to do is start changing things right now, because it will change the toe and all that. So it's not terrible. It's only on 2 sort of main straights going over the crest that it's a bit twitchy, but I basically just change up a little bit sooner, so I am sort of on power and I'm not changing mid corner, not mid straight, so to speak. But yeah, let's go and grab some lunch and qualifying session.
2 hours later.
Yeah, after lunch, Pocket Rocket are going out for their first qualifying session. It's the session that counts towards your final result on the official standings. Let's see what they do. As you can see, everyone is clapping their doors. It's getting hot. It's getting much hotter now, so Alright, so qualifying session just done. By the smile on my face you can see that it went pretty well in my books. 1:32.7, which is almost 2 seconds faster than the previous one. So I'm 5 seconds faster than my personal best last year. So we'll see what I can do in final. I mean, it would be nice to get into 31s, because Darren Spooner is 31.6. So basically he's a second faster, and then the second place is 31.7 something. So 37.9. So I am third in class. So we'll see what happens, but it would be nice to get into second. So Well, just sitting here contemplating on my own life's choices, and I'm thinking that route I made for the radiator does not work, I'm afraid to say. Well, it probably does work, but
Attention pit lane, club class is only 3 minutes left in this session.
3 minutes.
And we need to crack on, so please get the pit lane ready to go.
so basically it hasn't solved my issue at all. So on a really hot lap, the temperature, the coolant can easily go to 110 and it's uncomfortably hot. It cools down really quick, so as soon as you sort of let off, within a third of a lap, it goes back to 95, whatever. So I'm not sure whether it's like an airlock somewhere, I'm gonna have to investigate, or the water pump, the electronic EP80 water pump is just not powerful enough, or there is some other fundamental issue. Yeah, more tinkering, but yeah, in about 15 minutes we're gonna go out for our final. And like I mentioned before, I'm already at 32.7. If I can find 0.7 of a second and dip into 31s, I would be extremely happy. But even if it doesn't happen, I'm already 5 seconds improved over last year's personal best. So that's all good. All right, guys, have a look at this lap. Oh, so literally just did the final. It's hot, it was hot today. Didn't better my time, the optimal was half a second faster, but I had a massive off. You've probably seen it on the lap or right now or something like that. So yeah, I lost all that, and then they had to close it 7 minutes into the race because ran out of time. It was supposed to start at 6, it started at 6:15, and there is a curfew on the track, so we're not able to do another fast lap. But I think I'm on the podium.
And our Club Pro winner is Stuart Sims.
So yeah, here you go, guys. Had a fantastic day. Second place. Admittedly not the way I want to win it, obviously, because the final I didn't get my best lap. But the win is a win, isn't it? And yeah, the best thing is the car is going to drive by itself onto the trailer. And the reason why I'm so happy about it is because next weekend we're going to 10 of the best with a prize pool and everything. And I have high hopes because I won Hunting Circuit last year. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.